Hi, welcome to Bubble University. My name is Paul. In here, I teach you everything you need to know to move on from a bubble beginner all the way to an advanced. Doesn't matter who you are, if you're a freelancer, a business owner, a person who is building a startup, then you will like all the video I'm going to be running out in this Bubble University playlist. So all you have to do is subscribe, keep the YouTube bell open so you always hear when I post a new video, you always get a notification. Today, it's very conventional. So if you're building things like marketplace, dashboards, they look the same. Every dashboard, every marketplace look very the same, and so you can do this with without going through the stress of building from scratch. You can do this using Bubble UI Builder. So let's take it away. Thank you. It can be so overwhelming when you have to design every frames in Bubble. You know, there are certain apps that you're building that you don't really have to reinvent the wheel. You build them the same way you know, they have a lot of similarities in the market, and so you can build them very similarly. For example, you're building a marketplace, you're building a booking application, you're building a SaaS application. There are pages that are not really different from other pages, right? There are pages that are not so different. I mean, like the login pages wouldn't be different, the sign-up pages wouldn't be different. Many times the home pages wouldn't really not be different. And if you're building dashboard application, it's not going to be different either. So instead of reinventing the wheel every time you want to launch a new product or anytime you want to build a new product, it's good for you to use plugins, you know, builders that will enable you to just build as fast as possible. These builders take the UI, they help you with the UI aspect of your application, so you can focus on business and you can focus on backend integration, you can focus on database and other things that are important to you. So today I want to show you two of my favorite builders, two of my favorite UI builder for Bubble. First, I'm going to show you it's the Made with Frames. Made with Frames is an awesome tool that enables you to design like a professional. I mean, every word on the screen, it's fulfilled by this particular tool, because they empower you to believe that you can design a very professional looking application without knowing everything about UI, Figma, and the likes of them. It's super easy for you to get started with Made with Frame. First, you have to download the Chrome extension. So Made with Frame itself is a Chrome extension that you install in your either Microsoft Edge or your Chrome application or your Chromebook browser that will enable you to access the Made with Frame components in your Bubble application. Though, one thing is that the Made with Frame, it's paid. There's almost no free. There's no free for it, so you have to pay. And at the time of recording this video, it's Black Friday, so you're going to get 50% off when you install Made with Frame in your Bubble application. So you can use it across every of your Bubble project. Right now I'm in Nigeria, so I'm paying about $9.50 every month for using Made with Frames, so it's that cheap for you to use it on a monthly basis. So this is how you would use it. If you click on this, you would see it gives you a lot of components. For example, you would see different components: account, alert, blog post, button, cards. Let's say, for example, you're building your login screens, and going back to what I said before now, the login screens are very, very similar. So you can pick from any of these login templates that you see here. Right, my favorite login template, it's this particular one. This one, it's my favorite. So once I copy, I'll come back here and just paste it. So meanwhile, before you paste it, you would have to prepare your page, right? Preparing your page just means giving it making it either a row or a column, which is pretty good. A row, then giving it a width, say 1440. Give it a mean height of, say, you can give it as long as you want to. Then after development, you can bring it back all over again. So you just go ahead and paste that stuff you copied. Just paste it right here. This is what you just copied, and Off you go, just like so. You have your sign-in page, right? This is your sign-in component, and all you had to do was copy from here and just paste it in here. Let's say, for example, beneath the sign-in component, we want to have, just imagine you have a different page and you want to have a repeating group of cards, right? So you come back here and you check out this component and you find repeating groups. Let's say you find cards. These are cards. No, not this one. These are cards right here. You can put this inside the repeating group. Let's find the repeating group. You find it over here, I think, beneath. Repeats grid. So you can see this is the repeating group. Where's it again? Just a minute. So this is the repeating group, and you want to add a repeating group. No, that's the repeating list. Let's put a grid. We want something that looks like a card. That's what we're looking for. So if there's a repeating group, this could be a list of houses. This could be a list of it could be a list of houses. It could be a list of properties. It could be a list of anything. So we just go ahead and paste it right there. That's a repeating group. But you see, if you do not set your page very well, you might run into trouble. The reason why we're saying this group on the other side of this, because it's a row. So what we can do to make sure this doesn't happen is to just click on the page itself and turn it into a column, because we want to stack things on top of each other. So you can see we have this here, we have the repeating group over here, right? And inside the repeating group, we can add a lot of things. You can add cards inside the repeating group if you want to. That's the way it works. So you're comfortable with what you've done, you go ahead and make edits. You go ahead and make edits right here. Like this button is going to be, say, sign up. And this button might be a login, So you can go ahead and make as many changes as possible, and if you're comfortable, you go ahead and preview those changes right here. You preview these changes right here, and you're going to have a very, very beautiful application. But the fact that you're using the page builder doesn't mean you shouldn't scope your application. It's going to be very important that you always scope your application before development, irrespective of the fact that you're using a page builder, right? So while we are waiting for this to load, let's explore another page builder that I love so much. It's called Atomic Fusion. It's called Atomic Fusion. So it says everything you need to develop a Bubble application. So Atomic Fusion is a paid tool, right? A paid UI tool. But the difference between this and Made with Frames is that Atomic Fusion has a community. So most of the contributions here, it's made by people in the community. So these persons in this community can either make their components premium, or they can make it free. So if it's free, anyone and anybody can access it. Say, for example, if this component is free, all I have to do is to say add to Bubble, right? All I have to do is say add to Bubble, and you can see it added to my library. But before you add this to say add to Bubble, you will have to go ahead and install the the Atomic Fusion Chrome extension. Once you install the Chrome extension, you come to your Chrome, and you should see this particular sign right here. You will see this particular icon right here. This just simply means that you've been able to install it. You have the Chrome extension, and the Chrome extension is working. So I'm going to open another page. I'm going to create another page and call it Atomic Fusion, and because that's where we want to try out what Atomic Fusion can do. So while we're doing that, you can see this is the create account page that we just created, and this is the repeating group that we just created. And one thing I love about using Component is that you don't have to worry so much about responsiveness. When you use Component, you would see that your app is automatically responsive just by itself. You can see this is automatically responsive like so, right? And so you don't have to bother so much about responsibility when you use Component. So let's go ahead and explore this. So right now, the first thing you need to know is that whenever you're using Atomic Fusion, you would have to first of all come to the website. with the same login details, right? Come to the website, and then you come around here. Just look for any of the components you like. If it's free, copy it. If it's premium, you'd have to pay. So if you want to pay, you have to say, you have to come around here and say, it's somewhere around here. It says upgrade. Yeah, this is it, upgrade now. And the thing is around $13 a month. So you click on it, look for what you like, click on it, and if you add it to your Bubble application, then you come to your Bubble application, click on Made with Frame here, and you can copy this and just paste. Paste, that's all you have to do. Just paste right here once you copy. So you can see it's right here, it's copied, but the reason why it's not working very well is because we ourselves, we didn't set up our page very well. So we have to come back here and set it up as a card, set it up as a card and turn our, and so, okay, let's just take it away, and we're gonna copy and paste it here. So you can see what it is. We didn't have to design anything. All we had to do was to copy, paste, and so you just worry about your database and the logic. So once you worry about the database, that's a whole lot of work taken off your shoulder. You just worry about the database, you worry about the logic, and you don't have to think about design a whole lot. Right, so network is a bit slow. That's why we're having this page load slow. But you should get an exact replica of this in your preview. So this is what I have for you today. Go try Atomic Fusion. Go try Made with Frames, and leave me feedback in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about creating your own application with this particular tool. So it's Bubble University, and thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you in another lesson. Thank you.